Good evening, Americans. This is your favorite alien with Bubba here on Saturday, July 6th. And sitting in for Paul Harvey, the rest of the story. Uh, and today's story is kind of associated with the story that I did on Pan Am Flight 914. There is an interesting flight that some people swear they see, but it's a confirmed flight. This one actually happened, and there's a lot of casualties to it. On December 29th, 1972, Eastern Airlines Flight 401 was from Kennedy International Airport to Miami. And according to the official records, it crashed in the Everglades due to somebody disconnecting the autopilot. And they didn't know that the autopilot was disconnecting, and the plane kept on losing altitude, and all eventually it crashed in the Everglades. Now, mind you, there's been a lot of planes that have crashed in the Everglades. The one that you know the most probably is Value Jet that crashed in the late 1990s with a woman captain. But Flight 401 from Eastern, that has people becoming an urban legend like Flight 914. That people swear they see it in the air around the Everglades, even to this date. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But I bet you Mr. Harvey, if he would have researched it, would have loved to put this on his rest of the story. Because of I remember the crash. I was 13 years old when that happened. And, wow. I mean, you got to remember that December 29th, 1972, it got thrown off the pages of the newspapers and the news because of Roberto Clemente's crash a couple days later in Nicaragua from taking supplies to the Nicaraguan people after their earthquake in Managua, Nicaragua. So his flight left 2 days later. So it kind of pushed this flight off the radar, and people were more associating with his flight because of him being Roberto Clemente. But yeah, according to the official records on Eastern Flight 401, that's what caused the crash. But people to this day around the Miami area and the Everglades area swear that they see this Lockheed 1011 flying, and people that have ham radios get transmissions saying that this is Flight 401 calling a mayday. Like I said, this is an urban legend just like Flight 914 is. But it's becoming to be an urban legend like the Flying Dutchman, which a lot of people still see even to this day on the high seas. But, everybody kind of put it in their back burner now because 1972, heck, we're going 50 years almost to the crash, and everybody's going to remember Roberto Clemente when 2022 comes around, but they're never going to remember Flight 401. A lot of people died in that Everglades crash. A lot more people then died with the Value Jet. That was about 25 years later. But you see, and this is what I'm saying, we got a lot of urban legends. We just don't know about them. This is your favorite alien and Bubba sitting in for Paul Harvey. And this is the rest of the story. You can classify it like Pan Am Flight 914 as an urban legend, except for the people that swear they've seen it, that swear that they've heard them. And it's like the Roswell incident. You're never gonna, people you don't believe them. Maybe they have, but I keep an open mind. This is your favorite alien, and Bubba saying, good day.